Hello, everybody.
I'm excited this week. Do you know why? Because we're going to see some of you.
What?
At the NEC in Birmingham on Friday.
On Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday, Sunday. You're seeing Brian Friday. So, ladies.
You get Brian on Friday, you get Beth on Saturday, and you get both of us on Sunday.
Be gentle with Brian. Remember, he has a wife.
Touch
and you're all engaged.
My husband. And do whatever.
Enjoy it. Send a pic.
Oh my God. Let's do something where like the most anybody who takes a picture with Brian on that day shares it. We'll try and figure something out. Okay. I just really want people to go and be like, oh my God, Brian, is it you? Because he hates it.
No, he fucking
yeah, I know. He
loves
pretends he hates it.
Oh, look at me. I'm Brian and frugal spending. Yeah, that's me.
Somebody came up to me at a wedding the other day and they were like, is your husband Brian? And I was like, yeah, like I know they watched the podcast, blah, blah. He's like, I recognised your voice from the podcast episode you did with him. And I was like, oh, okay. And he was like, yeah, his financial. And I was like, fuck off.
Humbling.
I was like, it's me.
It's me, not him.
But then I did a wedding yesterday, Monday. And somebody came over and was like, oh, we got married in February and we just, thanks so much. Can I take a picture? And I was like, yes. My whole wedding was a vibe. So the lady who was the bride.
Wait, we haven't even done an intro.
Oh, sorry. Okay, go with the intro Brian, and then I'll pick up where I left off.
Take a pic with Brian. Brian, you roll the intro and we'll go from there.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding and welcome
the Unfiltered Bride Podcast. Tips from the top table and beyond.
So you know it's going to be juicy.
We all know that you're loving our sponsors, Crafty Lab, but we thought you'd like to hear a little bit more about them.
Crafty Lab are a husband and wife team who started the business back in 2021 after planning their own COVID wedding.
Apparently, they were discussing how many things they needed to tell their guests about the wedding. For example, the timeline of the day, wedding facts, and even about their dog. And then one of them said, it's going to be a bloody newspaper at this rate.
And boom, the wedding newspaper was born. I'm not even joking, but every single wedding I go to now has a wedding newspaper. It's as essential as confetti.
From as little as 89p per paper, it's a bit of a no-brainer.
But should I tell you what is cool? Some people are using them as invitations.
Yes, I love that. I think it's really cool to get something physical in the post that then sends you to a website.
Imagine just chilling at home and the postman delivers a newspaper with your mate's face on.
So whether you're looking to give your guests all the details of your day or a unique and fun invite, Crafty Lab are your guys.
And we've got you a discount, so don't forget to use the code UNFILTERED at checkout.
So I was at a wedding and the bride...
No, sorry, can I just say, someone said our intro tune is a jam.
Is it jam?
Like an absolute jam.
I've forgotten it.
No, that's the girl's bathroom.
No, that was one of them was either Brian. Dun, 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 dun. That's Brian's. Dun, 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 dun.
That's the girl's bathroom.
That's Brian's.
That's the girl's bathroom.
Is it? Oh my God, have you got the same intro as the girl's bathroom?
No, let me listen.
I'll find Brian's, you find that one.
Yeah, because I always say you sound like you're digging at me. The girl's bathroom. Here we go.
Oh, I lied.
That is...
You're listening to the Frugal Spender.
This sounds like a rap.
Does it go kick in?
Not to talk about personal finance.
What was I just doing? That's ours that I sang.
No.
What did I do? Dun, dun, dun,
and maybe it is ours.
It's that time.
Oh.
Latte.
Good. Because Ardell Seamless. This is brilliant, honestly. Wow. I heard you're back together. It's got a little attitude today. Nasty.
That's not what I was singing. Is it ours?
Maybe it is ours.
Hold on. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, that is ours.
No, it's not. Hold on.
Guys, you've just listened to it. What is it? It's embarrassing.
More stress behind the scenes.
No, I just think you're
I
don't know.
Just get into it. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding and welcome the Unfiltered Bride Podcast. Tips on the top table and beyond.
I don't listen to that first bit.
I skipped the intro.
No, I mean I listened to the jam.
I did know my intro. She didn't.
I do.
Well, you didn't.
I know the words.
That's
Ladies
it's not lyrics.
and gentlemen.
Can we update that soon as well? Because my voice is so husky. Anyway, please can I tell you my story?
I was so ill when I filmed that. Remember I had a cold. I was like,
yes.
I'm like,
Ladies and gentlemen, please be upsetting and welcome.
And you're like, the Unfiltered Bride. And I'm like,
Tips from the top 10.
Let's do it when we reach 100 episodes. Let's change the intro.
we've done 100, haven't we?
No, mate. Do you know she literally just turns up, sits there and chats and go home. That's it. You don't know what episode number we're on. Don't know our intro. Sing our intro.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Right, anyway, let me tell you about my wedding. So the bride is a West End star. I bloody love her. She was recently the mum in Matilda.
No, I love Matilda.
We went to go and watch it, and she was phenomenal. Like
The mum?
Yeah, she's anyone that's gone to see it.
Give me like a catchphrase of the mum from Matilda.
I don't know. What? I don't know.
He's a salesman.
It's not Australian for a start.
I try to do the accent.
Oh yes, okay. He's a salesman. I don't know.
Do you remember that
Matilda.
Yeah, that's Matilda.
That's also Australian. Anyway, it was her wedding.
Matilda. Sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty.
Anyway, fucking hell, we're never going to get through this episode. Right. So the first thing I'd like to say about this wedding is that she was arguably an older bride. She was in her
Arguably?
40s, which...
Are you watching Maths?
No, I will catch
There's
up.
someone getting married who's 48 and she looks insane.
This is what I mean. My bride was banging. You would
I
have
like
thought
an
she was
older
in her
couple.
20s.
I
think they've got their shit together, older
They've got-
couples.
they have really-
They're not doing it for bants. They're
No.
doing it, and they were just... Oh,
Good
God.
vibes.
Great vibes, but they were just so... Oh, I'm going to cry thinking about it. What did they say? She said, because when I first did my Zoom call with her, she was talking all about how she just was unlucky in love and just never thought she'd find anyone. I'm
Stop
going
it.
to cry.
No,
will
I
cry.
can't.
So she was just unlucky in love, and she is the... When you say that, you know when some people just sparkle? She just sparkle like this. She is the loveliest person I've ever met in my life. Like, she couldn't have said thank you more. She's just lovely. So when she was talking about she just never thought she'd find the right person, so I'm already upset on this first. And then when it came to the actual wedding day, she was just, they were lush. And in her vows, fuck's sake, every time I talk about vows, I cry. She said something along the lines of, I realised that I didn't need to make myself a smaller crown. I just needed somebody who was capable of holding my one. And I was like, fuck's sake. Like, she is just, like, she is an independent woman. She knows what she wants. And she was like, rather than lowering my standards to someone else, you came along and just...
Or changing.
met. Fucking loved it.
There's
loved it.
on Maths, they were saying, there was one of the guys and he was like she was like, am I too much? Like,
Yeah.
am I too much? She's got, it's not a disorder. I don't know the use word disorder, but she's diagnosed with, I don't know what.
Yeah.
But basically she's she's
Eccentric?
overthinks, quite eccentric,
Yeah.
quite emotional. Loveliest girl ever. I know her, obviously. I feel like I do, right? Yeah. But he was saying, he was like, never ever feel like you're too much. He was like, you need to find someone
that can handle you.
that you're enough.
Yeah.
Because basically, he said with his ex-partner, when he got home from work, if he got home before her, she'd make him sit in his van for an hour or go walk the dog for an hour because he wanted to be at her. She wanted like an hour to herself at home. And he was like, never ever be too much for someone. Like, don't ever like question that you're too much. You are you and never change.
It just got me, man. It just got me. Watching people who had done a whole life before getting married was just like their vows were exceptional.
Wow,
She's stunning.
She's
fire.
She's sexy.
He's beautiful as well. Beautiful blue eyes.
That is
Good
Shit.
wedding, isn't it?
She looks gorgeous.
And she is.
Do you know what? She's got incredible arms.
She's got an incredible
Arm
body.
envy.
It's the
The
theatre,
face,
like
The hair.
yeah,
The smile.
Yeah.
The leg.
yeah.
Gorge. She doesn't look her age at all,
No,
does
I know.
she?
I was well annoyed. I think I might go into theatre if this
Love
is what
that.
this is what this
Oh
is
my god, the
giving.
dip.
They nailed the dip. They
They
came
look
out in.
great
But this is what I mean. Like,
together.
when you say to her, stand on this point, she knows what she's doing. Do you know what I mean? She's just got that background.
Do you know what? That is one of my favourite photos where they take a photo of you at your top table
Yes.
from behind.
Yes. Facing like you
And
can
like
see
your dress
everything
isn't
else.
perfect.
No.
You're sat on it.
Yeah, that was a good shot.
What a good looking couple.
I know. But they were just, I'm going to try and get the videographer to send me I butchered her vows, but like it was just so
Gorge.
beautiful. And which brings me on to a point actually. God, I'm going off on different tangents here. I'm also too much. You're supposed to say you're not too much, Georgie. You're just perfect.
I think that's Brian's job.
Okay, Brian? No, cool. So let me finish with this wedding. So basically, their dance floor was a weird one because not loads of people were dancing, but they were all like again, theatre people. So we brought the limbo in, mate. I have never
Love an activity,
mate. I've never seen anything like it. It was so cool, and everybody was properly enjoying it. And then because some of them are so limber, obviously they were fantastic at it, but one of them came over, and as he went to go down, it made it look like he was falling, but he just went into the splits and then like bounced himself under it and back up, and it was brilliant. But my side thing from that was about vows. I wanted to play you some vows that I listened to the other day.
Okay.
Because they were just made me cry.
Right. So I had the other day, I had a consultation with some clients, and I was like, oh, you're doing personal vows? You've got a celebrant? Like, great. Like,
Yeah.
what a great option to do it. And they were like, no, isn't that what you say, like, in your speech? Like, I was like, no,
because that's the
No.
sentimental one.
Yeah.
But you can't. They had a register. So for people that are listening, I highly recommend adding your own vows.
Yeah.
Because you can in a legal wedding. You just theirs were quite long as well. Like they weren't short vows. They just had their little books and they did them to each other. They were so cute. But I wanted to play you this one. It's not a wedding that I did. I'll credit who it is. But it just made me think like your vows should be something so to you that it doesn't need to make sense to anybody else. But it was beautiful. Are you ready? Right, let me turn it up.
Back in June, you said something to me in passing that felt true to the way that you love me. We were sent home from our venue tasting with 16 slices of cake to try out over the weekend, but I was going away, so I asked you to try them without me, and I would trust your decision. I came home to 16 pieces of untouched wedding cake, and I commented that they'd probably be stale by now. And your quick reply was, I'd rather eat stale cake with you than fresh cake alone.
Oh, I love that.
Is that not beautiful?
Why are you crying?
Oh, it just makes me cry,
Too
stuff
far.
like that. That was Lex Christie photo, by the way.
Yeah, I like it.
'Cause
Funny,
stuff
it
like
has to
that.
be. And he's gonna be like, oh my god, what did I say back in June?
Yeah.
Like, it's just those memories,
I think
the moments.
if you know you're going to write personal vows, I think you should be making notes throughout your engagement period of just moments that you have together. I don't know. I think also guys that are listening, girls really, really want to hear why you love them.
Yeah.
You know, those little things that nobody else really
Tell
knows.
me why you love me.
They are the
Not
I love you because you're pretty. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Give me a really obscure.
What is it? PPP.
Point. No, PEE.
PEE.
Point evidence explain.
Thank you.
Brian,
Educational.
What are your three things you love about me? He's just shook his head,
PEE,
said absolutely no.
please.
Yeah, give me one. What's your evidence?
Right now,
How confident I am? Because right now, why? Explain.
because you push me to be more confident.
Ah, it's the end bit. It's like, oh, the little cherry. Oh my god.
I've been crying at weddings a lot lately. I don't know what's happened to me. I actually don't know what's happened. Something's clicked.
Are you
It's
busy
all
still?
changing. I've just had 2 weeks of no weddings.
No, you're a joker, mate.
I
Absolute joke.
The problem is when I don't do weddings, I'm not productive at all.
You're very much a doer, aren't you?
I have to be busy, otherwise I'll do nothing. Like, you know when people are on about rot days where you just lie in bed? I hate that word, but
Please tell me you've not been doing them.
no, I don't lie in bed. But doing like work on the sofa, or I don't know, just I need to be busy to get what a normal amount of person does plus more. Or if I don't have anything to do, I'm doing nothing. And then Brian was like, you need to just rest, your body's telling you. I'm like, nah, I'm bored.
Nada.
Nada. I need stuff. But we've had Isla's birthday.
How was that?
She got a phone. That's it.
Was
We've
she
lost
happy?
her. Yeah, buzzing. But we've lost her now. That's it. She's gone.
Off ski.
Yes and no. I've told Brian that we have to try and be like, give
Are
her
you
a
keeping
chance.
tabs on it?
Obviously. Yeah. She's got nothing on it either. She's not allowed any social media. She can text her mates and we have to vet it. She literally can't do anything. She's basically playing Duolingo constantly, which is like, haha, you're learning, you idiot. Literally learning Spanish. Good one.
She's not playing Roblox.
Yeah, a little bit of Roblox. I still don't understand what that is, but
I love it.
I guess it's like Sims.
She rinsed me in Boots the other day.
Yeah, that was your own fault. I told
Rinsed
you.
me. Fucking skincare.
We've had this conversation. Don't buy skincare.
She gave me puppy dog eyes. She's like, I found this blusher brush. I was like, okay, you can have it. Do you want it? Yeah, fine. And she's like, I found this blusher. I was like, but you don't need a brush for that blusher. She was like, but I have other blusher. I was like, okay.
She also doesn't really wear that much makeup. I think she just likes to put it out.
fine.
I think it's display.
Anything in cute packaging.
Yeah, she's there.
We got, to be fair, we got some of the same items.
Bubble.
But no, we got this. Not sponsored.
What is it?
A Pixie lip balm, but it's got a bit of a tint to it.
Yeah, see, I don't mind stuff like that.
Hers went like bright pink though.
Yeah, I like your one. Oh, why didn't you get me one?
You can use your kids, mate.
No, because she gets bright and bubbly stuff, and I'm like, nah, give me a bit of...
She did pick one up, and I was like, that's your mum's colour. She was like, yeah, we won't get that. I was like, wow.
Thanks.
And then the blusher sticks we got from Pixie were good.
I know.
What else did she get? I don't
But
know.
sometimes she comes up to my room, and I'm like, yeah, no. Take that off.
Aww.
She's too much. She hasn't learnt the line of like...
Yeah, to be fair, when she put it on, I was like,
Like
maybe
a
a little
tart.
bit less. I was like,
Yeah.
that will dab is tart.
Yeah, little tart. And I'm like, you're not going out of that. I literally sound like my mum. I can't wait until she starts putting that. She did put a skirt on the other day, and I was like, you're not wearing that.
Oh,
It was short. But she didn't, because she wears shorts underneath it, she doesn't understand why it's not appropriate.
Yeah, it's
And
hard.
I'm not
Yeah,
about
but
to have that conversation.
you don't want to tell people.
No, that's...
wanna
But she's
tell
like, oh, you
kids.
can't see my pants because I got shorts on. I'm like, I don't even want to be near your pants. Like, just like pencil skirts only. It's really hard raising a girl. I don't recommend, everybody. Don't recommend.
Did I tell you my story about singing waiters?
No. Did you?
Did
No.
I?
I don't know. Brian says no, you didn't.
Well, I was gonna.
Okay.
And I said, I'm going to tell you next episode.
Oh, okay.
And then we did a... So the wedding I did for you.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, stop messaging me. You have to message Georgie if you want me at your wedding. Like,
She's, thingy
I work
tonight.
exclusively for GRE.
And also, if I'm available, you're not having Beth, so fuck off.
What they want me? They do want me.
Tough shit.
The amount of messages I've got, like, guys, can we request you? I'm like, you can put a request in. It's down to the GRE
guarantee,
team. It's
soz.
down to Brian, Georgie.
Tell me your thing.
So singing waiters. And the bride listens to the podcast. Cass. Yeah, you know my feelings on singing waiters. And she was like, oh, I've got singing waiters, sorry.
It's
like,
a 50-50.
I was
I'm on
like,
the
look,
fence.
you do you. You do
Yeah,
not
yeah.
need to apologise to me to anyone. But she was like, I'm going to prove you wrong. I was like, okay. Well,
Fair.
Cool, we're going to see it. They were in musical theatre, the guy.
Good
Had
start.
just been in Sunset Boulevard, my favourite musical, just FYI.
Never heard of it, but okay.
Sunset Boulevard. With Nicole Scherzinger in.
Nope.
What?
I literally don't know what you're talking about.
I am a theatre geek.
I like theatre though. I've never heard of that.
I'm a lover. A lover. Surprisingly a lover.
Yeah, that's weird. That's really un-you.
I got brought up in stage school, like dance school.
This is weird. This isn't... What happened to you? What crushed your childhood magical, musical, wonderful...
Daddy issues.
Oh, fuck's sake, daddies. Do you reckon that is?
Maybe.
Just made you go, fuck all colour.
Fuck it all. Maybe.
Is it?
I don't know. Secondary school, maybe.
Yeah, when
Secondary school.
you're
I went from...
I guess you wanted to fit in.
No, I went from
Oh my God, I need to ask you
stage
something.
school to Cody Crew, which is street dance.
Oh, yeah.
That was my...
Yeah.
And I wanted to go out on Saturdays. I didn't want to have my hair slipped back with a gel bun and go to dance and stuff. Like, I just wish my parents forced me a bit more. And they was like, oh, you didn't want to go. I'm not going to send you. But like, loved that life.
Yeah, that's the hard bit, isn't it? Because I tried everything, but never stuck at anything. My parents were like, yeah, try something else. And I'm like, oh, I kind of wish I was really good at one thing.
Well, they wanted to train Jack. So Jack got offered to do like gymnastics.
Yeah.
And then his mum was like, I can't force you to do it. Like,
The problem is, being the parent of something that you're trying to force is just fucking draining.
Yeah.
Draining. I'm
Anyway.
not making you go cheerleading.
What were you going to ask me?
I don't know if I can ask you on the podcast. Did you sleep with...
Who? Who's that?
Yes or no?
Who's that?
Went to your school?
Surname? Yeah.
How many people have you slept with that you didn't know from the first name?
Well, I was like, how does she know him?
Carry on.
Wait, what? He's a really good mate of mine.
Oh, okay.
We're like mates now.
Oh, cool.
We were very young.
Okay.
Not very
Carry
young.
on. Legal.
No, I was legal. Why you ask that?
Just wondering.
Why?
Because I know someone who's now sleeping with him.
Who?
I'm not going into this.
Oh no, I love him. We're really good friends.
Oh, good.
No, he's a great guy.
Good.
Really great guy.
I'll let her know. Anyway. I do wonder if we could do one of those podcasts where people are like, you know, who are the other big podcasts?
Oh my God, have you slept with?
I've slept with no one, mate, unless you're saying Brian.
No way, have you?
My one and only.
Sleek. No, your dad listens to this. He's going to think I'm a hoe.
Yeah, I said one person.
Okay.
You slept with two. Well done. She hasn't. Anyway,
So
she's
my
like
mum
the
listens to
Luana podcast, and they just talk filth. I just couldn't do it.
They are, aren't they?
Filthy.
She's like,
I can't listen.
She's like, oh my God, I just farted and
Yeah,
like,
I'm not. I don't fart. Not in front of Brian.
Anyway,
No.
back to my singing waiters.
Sorry, yeah.
Sorry, Cass. Sorry, Cass and Xander. I'm just talking about your wedding. And
Go on then. Are you gonna? I'm guessing you're saying nice things because you're naming them.
so, yeah.
Okay.
So, first of all, he's telling me he's in Sunset Boulevard. I was like, oh, fine, go. Get the autograph. And he's currently in Phantom of the Opera.
Love that theatre.
So I was like, I'm impressed. I was icked out, like genuinely icked out. And I told Cass this, that he fell and he milked it a bit too much.
Oh.
So he fell and like, it was like, and everyone's like, oh my God, let me just put these back quickly. A bit dramatic. Oh shit. I fell. And it was a bit dramatic. And I was like, oh my God. And then these guys, part of the wedding, helped him up. And then I was like, oh my God, I can't go. This is so...
is it because we go to so many weddings that
awkward.
if somebody fell in front of me, I'd be like, is a singer waiter?
No, but you just... If you didn't know, you wouldn't know.
I literally wouldn't help up a waiter
I bet
now.
you're fake. You're a
Fucking
fraud.
start singing, bruh. They're just bleeding.
And then he was like, oh, do you know what? I've got a video of it.
Okay.
Because you can hear him.
I just hate the fall. I don't mind singing waiters. I hate the fall.
You can hear him and he milked it a little bit too much and I just felt really uncomfortable. But then after that, I was down for it.
Okay.
And do you know why? It was just incredible. And I'll tell you why. So if you are on the fence of singing waiters and you've listened to me go, oh my God, they're disgusting, they're vile, don't do it. If you want to do it and you're on the fence, go for it.
You've got to have the right crowd. That's all I'll
100%.
say. You've got to
Yeah.
have the right people.
Right. Here we go.
Show me then.
So this way.
So British. Oh, there's groomsmen helping him up. Oh, it's too long a gap, Beth. Musical theatre.
Basically, long story short, he's saying like, oh, I'm so sorry, I'll make it up to you. I heard you guys like you're into musical theatre. Like I can sing a little bit. And he started singing and it was just a bit like, I'm going to perform a song. And it was like, he wasn't performing good at the start. It was like,
oh no.
it was like semi-good. And now everyone's like, what the fuck's going on?
Oh, the gap is long.
He's singing and he's going, I'm so sorry. Oh. He stood really nervous, like...
Love this song though.
Sorry.
Oh.
And everyone's like, come on, you got this. And then he just...
Give me the bit where he sings well then.
I'm going to. Ready to sit?
Cute.
So yeah, so that bit scared me a little bit and I was like, this is like awkward.
I guess if you can nail that next bit,
Yeah.
the whole point of the awkwardness is then everyone's like, thank God.
Like everyone on their feet.
All right.
So
All right.
my overview of singing waiters, and I openly went in and I was like, do you know what? My biggest dick is singing waiters. And he was like, yeah, no, I get like, I get it. I'm just here to do a job. Like we were chatting before. I didn't just go in, but
Yeah, just,
you're an egg.
I hate you.
You're an egg. And I was like, but love your backstory and all of
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And I was like, I'm excited to see you perform. just fangirling.
Yeah.
And so the fall, I was like, okay, like got the fall. And then it was when he was like, oh, I'm sorry. I do a bit of amateur. I'm going to make it up to you. And everyone's looking at me like I've
cut this off, mate.
And I'm like, and then he started singing and not well. And I was like, now you're making me feel
make me
ill.
look like a dick.
And then he just went into it and it was amazing. And it was so fun. It was so full of energy. Everyone was up on their seats. Everyone was waving their napkins. Everyone was clapping.
What I would like to say, what I would like to ask is, how do you know if it's going to hit?
I just think you know your guests because he's done a lot of musical songs, theatre songs. And my biggest thing is everyone left that room absolutely stoked. Ready for cocktail hour, ready to go do beer pong.
This is my other problem I have with them is sometimes they do it as the mains are being cleared. I don't want to sit and have dessert after you've made me get up and sing.
Yeah.
I also hate the conga. Every single way. Did he do a conga?
No.
Fucking, I hate a conga. Why are you doing that?
Okay, right.
We're adults.
So if we are liking singing waiters and we like them, and I've seen some I've liked at Cass and Xander's wedding. So
I've seen some that we don't like.
And we've seen some we don't like, but these guys were great. And also, can I just add, she requested a certain someone. That certain someone wasn't there. So she asked me, she's like, oh, I haven't seen him, like the main guy. And I was like, so when I asked, they're like, no, like I'm not him, but I am in Phantom of the Opera, blah, blah. So I was like, he's like, tell her that, like we felt like I was a better fit. Yeah. So I went and told her, she was a big girl, and she was like, yeah, okay, cool, like whatever. Yeah. And I was like, he's in theatre, and she's like, oh, okay, cool. Okay, cool. So if we are having singing waiters, what are our rules?
Okay. I don't want the fall.
You have to have the fall.
I don't want the fall.
I'm sorry, you're having it.
No, I don't want it. I don't want the fall. Oh, I spoke to someone. How do you intro them? All right, I spoke to someone the other day. I didn't see this wedding, and I can't remember who told me. I'm really sorry. But someone was saying to me about singing waiters, and he was like, there was this fantastic one I saw where there was like a head waiter and then this other waiter. So they were both the singing waiters. But all day, the one was being really bossy to the other one, and the other one, like people were almost sticking up for this little waiter that he would be like, can you fill up their drink? Like it was just all a little all day, like a little bit like just nitpicky. So then during the food, I think something happened. He dropped I don't know. And the guy was like, I have told you all day and everyone's like, he's fine. Don't be horrible to him, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, I actually like this.
And then he was like, that's it. I'm quitting. I'm never doing this again. I knew I should have followed my career in music. And then it kicks in. And then the other guy starts singing with him as well. So that was like, I just feel like,
touche. I like that.
But maybe there's a way of doing it where it makes sense to the couple. Like, is there something that they...
My
can we make
biggest
it personal?
thing is the awkwardness.
I think that's the point though, isn't it?
I know.
I don't mind the awkward. I like the police one. I like when the police come in. I saw one the other day on TikTok that it was building regs. And so if you got to build, like if you were getting married, we need someone to come in and go, it's not structurally sound in here. You're all going to need to move. The mum is kicking off. She's going, get out. You could do this tomorrow. And he's like, if the roof falls in, it's on you. Blah, blah. And then start singing. I know that there's people that do pizza deliveries.
I know if someone's mum was kicking off and then that was a joke, I know, and I've seen people's mum who would be in a right freaking strop about that because they've made a right show of themselves. So you've got to be careful.
You do have to be careful. I think as a coordinator, I would go over to the mum and be like, I'll sort it.
Yeah.
Sit the fuck down and wait 5 minutes.
Pipe down.
I've seen a pizza delivery one actually where it was on, that was quite good. They did it as part of the dance in the evening. So they did their first dance and then the pizza guy came out from the side. The first dance finished and the DJ was kind of like, oh, everybody put your hands together. Oh, are you all right? Yeah, I've got a delivery for... And they actually named somebody who's part of the wedding. So then the bride and groom knew and they were like, why are you ordering pizza to the evening? He's like, I didn't order pizza.
I promise it wasn't me.
And then he started doing it on the dance floor instead. So
that's a great way to stitch up your mates.
Yeah, I think it's not a fall personally. You might love a fall. You do you. I don't want the conga.
Yeah, fine, fair.
I don't want conga.
It's the like literally what they were doing. I'm sorry.
I like a bit of theatre with it, but not too not too long. I don't know.
Fine. I think basically what we're saying is tweak it, so it feels right for you guys.
Yeah.
So again, we can lean into the jobs. We can lean into this.
I think if Brian was still in the police when we did it, and we got a police officer to come in and do it, it would have hit quite nicely. But a conga would not have hit nicely.
No.
Do you know what I mean? There's
fine line. So
like you're not congering at our wedding, are you?
No.
I
loved them. I thought they were a great mood booster. So I had this, to be fair, I've seen some I really don't like and some are absolute crap because they actually can't sing as well. Like I've seen that where they actually can't
Yeah.
sing and you're like, or the microphone shit, or it's something like that. Like if we're going to do it, we're doing it properly.
Yeah.
And they were a great mood booster. Everyone was like buzzing for cocktail hour, and
This
that
is what we
was
were
the
going to say.
good thing.
Don't do it after mains.
Yeah.
It can't be in the middle of food service and then you just have to go back to normal.
Hey, I'm here for a conga if we need to get people out the room.
Yeah, oh, fine. All right. I'm still not.
Because
Because they've left all their stuff in there. They've got to come back in.
Grab your jackets.
No.
We're off ski, guys.
No. I just don't think adults should be congering.
The things you do as an adult, and you're out here judging people
What?
for cong. But you go into a bar and arm wrestle people
Oh, all right.
as a fully fledged
Drunk.
female adult.
As a drunk adult, I feel like nobody's drunk enough at that point for a conga.
No, I agree.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. It does give me a bit. It gives me kids party.
Yes. And I think if you're a good singer waiter, you would be able to listen to the requests of the couple and not just do the same set every
Yeah.
time, because some of the songs are a little bit, I don't want Sweet Caroline.
I love a
just
Sweet
don't know, yeah, but
Caroline.
I think it depends on the wedding though. I'm picturing certain weddings where I'm like, that wouldn't, like it's too bougie
Yeah.
to get everyone da da da
One more time.
da da da.
You weren't in musical theatre, were you?
I had singing lessons. We've talked about this.
Okay, go on then.
Da da da. Anyway, okay. But if you like, again, you do you guys. Like, if you know that you'll have a great time and you love a conga, then don't let me stop you. Honestly. We are super excited to announce that we have again partnered with the National Wedding Show. It's the UK's largest and longest running wedding show and boasts hundreds of suppliers from photographers to florists, veils to videographers. There's inspiration around every corner, catwalks, advice at the Wed Talk Theatre and so much more. Both standard and VIP tickets are on sale now. And you can join us in Birmingham from the 4th to the 6th of October or go to London Excel on the 19th and 20th of October. And of course, we've got you a discount code. Just use Unfiltered at checkout. You're welcome.
Did you see
What?
Pete Wicks shared Vicky
I was
Patterson's
literally just about to say
wedding
that to you.
dress before
Yes,
her?
I've got it saved ready.
and he's had some stick about it.
yeah,
How do you
good.
feel about
so
that?
he fucking should have stick about it. It's not difficult. And she's a celebrity. Like, sharing those pictures is even more of a big deal.
Loads of comments.
Read out some.
Did you just post her dress
Yeah.
first? Pete, have you just posted her dress before her? She might want you to delete this, Bubs.
Yeah, Bubs, fucking take it off.
Stunning, but I take it down. She's not shown her dress yet publicly on a page. Have you just leaked her wedding? No one knows it's the main dress. Could have been one of many.
No, it also, no dress. You don't post any dress. It's madness.
Eek, possibly going to get in trouble for this. You're showing the first photo. I
Has
mean,
he had to
thank
delete
you.
it?
No, he's not deleted it.
So she must have been like, oh no, it's okay. Or is this all publicity? Is this a publicity
maybe.
stunt? Vicky, did you want publicity? If you want to come on the podcast, you just got to ask.
You just got to ask, love.
Yeah, I don't. Do people know that they're not supposed to? Do we need to make a public service announcement?
People don't know this. Don't have to wear white to a wedding.
Public service announcement. Do not post any picture of the couple until they have posted a picture. Even on stories, I don't think if she posted it on her stories, I still wouldn't post something on the grid.
No, I wouldn't. Not a fucking celebrity, anyway.
No, nobody.
All right, okay. All right, love. Calm yourself down. Just because you've had 2 weeks off and you've got this energy to come at me.
I'm not. I'm tireder. Tireder? No, I'm a bit pumped up from my wedding.
Okay.
It was weird to have a weekend off and then I did a Monday wedding. Did not feel like a Monday.
Everyone wants seasonal episodes after last week.
We'll do winter.
Someone wants an Easter one.
Okay.
How
can do
cute!
that. Oh, I could. Okay. Do you think we should be doing them in the season though?
No, because she's like, I'm getting married in Easter. I need
All
to
right,
know.
fair.
I need
Fair,
to know
fair.
now. And then I've got a winter wedding this year. Who's getting married in December? She's like, I need to know now. Don't keep me waiting.
All right. We'll do winter weddings next episode. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Right. I need to show you another TikTok. Okay. So this was a TikTok I saved. It does not translate across well to UK weddings.
Really?
However, I'd like us to discuss.
Okay. I'm intrigued. Show me.
Jack and I actually have a rule for how much we spend at weddings, which is our rule of 100. Can you share the formula, Jack? Take the first digit of your age, multiply it by 100, and that's the starting point of the wedding gift. So if you're 26 years old, you take the 2, multiply by 100, you spend $200 on the gift. If you're 36 years old, you take the 3, multiply it by 100, $300 on the gift. Like we've learned in business school, there are other contexts that you need to discount. So if you had to fly to the wedding, take a 25% discount. If you're a student, take a 25% discount. If you work for a nonprofit, take a 25% discount. Jack and I actually have a rule for how
What?
It's good, isn't it?
No, I think that's awful.
That was the best one yet. TikTok.
I think that's awful.
Why?
It doesn't matter what age you are. That shouldn't dictate
does.
what you start with.
It does.
Bullshit. No. Absolutely
Someone who's
not.
21 and someone who's 45 I would not, and again, I say expect money, I don't mean it like that. I would not expect the same amount of money from them.
Disagree.
What?
Disagree.
So if somebody comes to your wedding and you've got your parents' friends
Yeah.
and you've got somebody who's at uni,
Yeah.
you're expecting the same amount of money from both of them.
Parents' friends, just because they're a certain age doesn't mean they're caked.
They're in a better financial situation
Might
than
not
this
be.
person.
Might not be. Says who? Frugal spender.
Society.
Where are you at on this? Thank you.
There is an age thing.
No, because
Of course there is.
you could have had 3 kids and not be working.
Yeah.
My mum's friends could
How the fuck
still.
am I paying for
My
3
mum's
kids?
friends could still work in a supermarket and be a picker and packer. Nothing wrong with them. Love them. Rate them. But also a student could do that job. So you're on the same job. It doesn't matter what age you are.
So okay,
it's
we're
how much
judging it
money you
based
earn.
on. Okay, so are we taking? Let's make a new rule then.
Go on.
All right. Well, salary divided by.
I just don't think it's. But you shouldn't know. How are you going to know
Well,
someone's
that's what I'm
salary?
saying. That's why age is a good gauge of like.
Absolutely not. I think that's appalling. I think that's actually disgusting.
But you should be able to take discounts.
No, I'm offended.
You could be offended. So how much money are you giving at a wedding? You're going to a wedding tomorrow.
Depends who.
All right, close friend.
What's
You
our
in on the
rule?
hen do, but you're not a
What's
bridesmaid.
the rule?
What rule?
The rule we had.
We had it as how much it costs to attend, but it costs them for you to attend. But then that's different. If I'm going to a barn where I'm getting a barbecue, am I giving them less money than I'm going to the Ritz?
I don't know why you're
Don't
coming
know.
at me because you made the rule up.
No, I'm questioning myself. We've
Age does not have an impact.
So tell me how much money you're giving.
I don't know. I'd have to speak to Jack.
Does it matter what age you are? How old are you?
No.
Yeah, you get a little bit cheaper.
No, yeah, Jack's more
Cheaper
expensive.
than me, yeah. I don't. We got to make a rule. We got to help people.
No, I don't
People
think-
always say to me, "How much do I give?"
Give what you can afford.
That's ridiculous. You can afford loads. You don't want to give loads. What's an acceptable amount?
Give what you'd like to receive.
You're being an idiot. Tell me what you'd give.
I don't know. I'd have to speak to Jack.
What? You're single.
We work as
you're
a
single.
duo.
You're single in this
Our
case.
finances are a duo.
That's a lie.
My finances would be different if I was single.
All right, you're single and you're in the same
I'd have
financial
way
situation.
more fucking money because I wouldn't have a mortgage to pay.
Play the game. How much are you giving?
100 quid?
Okay, so is it £100 per person? If you're going with Jack, is it £200?
I just think 200 is a lot to
I
give.
know, that's what I mean.
It's like a birthday card, isn't it? How much do you give on birthdays?
50. Depends who it is. Money's a tricky topic.
I just think age does not come into it.
I thought that was a fun rule.
Period.
Obviously, that's not how much we're giving because in England we don't. But if you're going abroad, you're not giving the same amount of money, surely. Cost you a bomb. Just trying to help people make it a fun rule. I'll make a rule.
You're going to get hated on this, whatever. Frugal. Let's let frugal spender do the rule. That is a good idea.
Frugal, come here.
So we're going to collaborate with frugal spender on this post.
All right.
So you can give Brian the
Okay.
hate, not us.
Frank.
What a good plan.
I'll ask you again so you can think it.
What are you going to say?
Hello, frugal spender.
Hello.
How much money should people give when they've been invited to a wedding?
I don't think there's a should. I think it is. It's a combination of how close you are to somebody and how much money you have.
We need a rule.
I don't think you can do a rule
Family?
because everyone's in different. Yeah, but what if, like Beth was saying, if somebody in your family is 60 years old but they're broke, will you expect them to give you £200?
I mean, that's a lot. Let's not go for the American one, but tell me
No,
how
no,
much
but
money
like-
you're giving.
No, it would be £600 because they're in their 60s.
Oh my god, yeah. I'm not saying. By the way, I'm not saying that we're taking the first digit
I
of age.
think close family parents should give more, and then close family should give like a tier system. People turning up should, I don't know, £50, let's say, and then like family should be like 100.
Is this per person? Per couple?
No, per couple. Yeah.
But if you're if you're single, then are you expecting less in the card?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. From our wedding, I wouldn't expect somebody who we've invited to the evening to give us the same as my parents are your parents.
Okay,
Like, there has to be a tier of how close you are to them.
Let's take parents out for now, because a lot of parents actually help. They give the money before. So if your family is £100, if you're
Per
invited
couple?
to the day, no, per person.
Per couple.
If you're invited, well, I'm going per person. If you're invited to the day, it's £50 per person.
But we've
and
never
then-
given £100 or something.
Yes, we have.
Have we?
Yeah.
Each.
Somebody.
No.
You've
we
just
have-
said per person.
£50.
No, we were in the £50 section. We're not
Okay.
in the family. We're in the £50 per
Does this
person.
include cousins, aunties?
Close family, siblings,
Okay.
and then evening guests 25.
Yeah.
But do we get discounts? Do you get a discount if you're a student? Do you get a discount if you went abroad?
No, because you're not going to be annoyed if you had a student. If you had a student coming to your wedding, you wouldn't be annoyed that they didn't give you £50. You'd be like, they clearly haven't got the money.
Yeah. So do they get a 25% discount? What's that?
I
I wouldn't
think
expect any money from.
you have to look at it that you should know your guests pretty well.
Yeah.
And that as a guest attending a wedding, if you can't afford something, you would kind of, they would know. Like we've got friends that are like, we're saving for a house. We can't
You
do
can't
that.
tell me that if we came to your wedding and put £25 in a card, you wouldn't open it and go, "Ugh, cheeky.
No, because I think you'd help with
No,
other
okay, ignore
stuff.
that I haven't helped with anything else.
But you would.
No, but just
I'd
pretend.
I'd
I
expect
know
you to
would.
help.
But you
But
cannot say.
I wouldn't expect you to give me money.
You cannot say.
It's like
that
when I
if
invoice you, it gives me the ick.
I know.
I'm like, no, I don't want it. I'll do it
If
for
you
free.
opened our card and we had done no help whatsoever and you got £25 in there, you'd go,
Well, after her saying she's buying a new house and furnishing
That's why I'm broke,
but then
mate.
also
I'm
you
broke.
are, but I just kind of, it's a hard one to take, isn't it? Because you're kind of like, oh, they're like, if you're quite flashy people
the
and you
whole
do flashy
topic of
stuff,
money is icky.
it's horrible. Like, I'm
Icky.
actually hurting
Me too.
inside. But like, if you've got someone that goes on a private jet and goes,
And gives me a £25
then you'd be a bit
voucher.
like,
Where's the
ooh.
rest of it? You forgot the zero. Thank you, Brian.
But we were saying I did a wedding, the big one I did back in the last year, 3-day wedding, they all expenses spared, and some people didn't even get them a card.
That's disgusting. See, this is actually why I hate money, because we're saying it like, what would you expect? I would. The problem
But
is
you
you
do
say, I
expect.
know, you say you wouldn't expect anything, but of course you do.
And there's gonna be so many comments, people go, I don't expect anything.
You fucking do. You do. You're lying. If you've put on
She
there,
said it, not me.
I'll fucking say
Remember,
it.
go for the blonde one, not the
If-
brunette one.
If you've put on your thing money contributions, if you've said no gifts, that's when you actually mean you're not expecting anything. So don't lie. If you've put contributions towards our honeymoon and somebody puts a tenner in a card, you can't lie and say that you'd be like, thank you, rich uncle and auntie with no mortgage and no kids and blah blah blah. Not true. Don't leave me stood here alone. Don't leave me stood here alone.
Leaving you stood here alone.
Yeah. If you're all honest, but that's what I'm trying to say. I
It's
wish there was a better rule for it.
There is no rule.
I know.
And we can't expect, but we do. Well, because it's cost us so much money. It costs us, I am married, but like,
It costs so much, but it also costs the people coming so much money.
but then technically you're just paying to come to someone's wedding.
Yeah. We might as well all just
go for a meal.
It's
And
£100
split the
to come to
bill.
our wedding. That covers everything. Don't worry.
That's what weddings are for. They're supposed to
Band together.
Give resources together so that
Yeah.
people are getting married generally younger to try and help them start their life.
This is what I mean. This is why I think the age bit comes into it a tiny bit, is because
The problem is now the traditional side of
Yeah,
it was
fair.
you had a wish list to buy things for your first house when you moved in after the wedding. That was where the gifts started. Now,
but you always get a gift. It's the same as a birthday. It's a celebration.
yeah, but that was the main. The wish list was a kettle or a toaster, or
Yeah, which was
a new
actually probably
sofa,
more than what
or a
you
washing
put in a
machine,
card.
or like that was kind of what we used to do, didn't you?
Yeah.
And now it's as time's gone on, traditions have changed. A lot of people buy houses before.
They've been
They get
together
married.
forever.
Yeah,
If people bought us a kettle, I'd be like, "That's thanks." We
people
bought that 10 years ago.
people aren't getting married as quick. Like back in the day,
But also, people now, some younger people are more financially sound than the older people. Whereas I don't think it used to be.
No.
Quite like it used to be. You worked your way up. I just
Shabuda, you could talk about it for hours.
The
couldn't
whole
you?
topic is gross. I hate it. Gross. Let us know what you think. I'd actually be interested to know. I know that there'll be some hate on this.
So when I think we had, I don't know if I mentioned this DM. I've read a DM. So basically, they got a card from someone, and then they're like, "Oh, we'll send you some money." Like,
Oh, and they haven't yet.
and they haven't yet. And she's like, well, "Do I chase them?" Because they did say they were going to send money.
I hate it.
But
I hate it. I hate it.
that's awkward, isn't it?
So awkward.
Hey, can you pay me?
Yeah. Hi. Remember when you said you like you're not getting the money? I wouldn't ask. I would never ask for it. Because again, you don't expect anything. But if somebody said to you, "I'm going to give you some money," where's my money?
It's not yours yet. God, I feel ill.
Me
I
too.
actually feel a bit sick about
Me too.
talking
I
about
hate
this.
the
It's
topic.
horrible.
This is why. Do I hate gift lists? I went to a baby shower the other day and they had a gift list, and half of me is like, it just feels thingy, but then the other half of me is like, fantastic, if I can get something that they actually want.
Yeah, I haven't
But
got to think about it. I'd like a gift list for your kid's birthday. That would have been helpful.
I know, we'll just take her shopping like you did. But do you know what I mean? There's a whole taboo around it, and I hate it. I hate that, because we once went to a wedding when we first got together and were broke, and they had a gift list and we couldn't afford bloody anything on it. It was all from like £90 up, and I remember thinking like, oh,
What did you do?
I can't remember what we did. And the thing is, if you get a list and you're broke, get on there ASAP, because you want to be getting the candles. But I remember feeling bad.
Yeah.
Because then that puts you into the thing of like, oh, you have to buy something
But
this
also,
expensive.
you shouldn't put yourself in financial difficulty
No, I agree.
to fund someone else's wedding gift. Do you think that's the reason why people say I can't come?
Definitely. Because it's not just that. It's not just that you're paying for. It's the taxi. It's the, like when people don't drink at weddings, they're like, oh, you're boring. Do you want to pay £100 for the taxi back?
People might not be able to afford to pay for the drinks.
The drinks, weddings. How much do you reckon it costs to go to a wedding? Let me get my calculator out. And let's do it based on you actually want to get, we're not trying to be frugal.
Okay, fine. So first things first, I am going to buy an outfit.
How much?
Easily 50 quid.
Answer. Yeah.
But like average,
Okay.
ballpark
Right.
average, 50
Yeah.
quid. Card, £3.
Yeah.
Cards aren't cheap these days.
No, they're not.
Especially a nice
I
one.
agree.
Wedding gift. So let's say 100 quid.
Yeah.
And then
Shoes? You got shoes?
I've got shoes. I'm going to
Okay,
wear
cool.
shoes. Are we getting a taxi?
You'll probably want it.
I'll probably get
Are
a
you
lift.
staying
Actually,
over?
I might get a lift.
Okay, get a lift there.
Yeah, a taxi back.
Taxi back. How much is your taxi home?
40 quid.
Yeah.
Pretty average.
Accommodation? At least 125 these days.
Yeah.
Some drinks. How much you spend on drinks?
Jack sinks through drinks, so it's really hard because he
Go for it.
loves a beer.
Yeah.
I say like easy 150, 200 quid on drinks.
Let's go 150. Let's say they've given you a
like
pre-drink.
drinks are expensive
Drinks
at a wedding
are
venue.
expensive. You get your daytime
And then you're
stuff,
like, and then someone's like, like, do you want a drink? And then you end up doing rounds, and then it's just,
and then the bride's
rounds.
nearby, and you're like,
Do you want a drink?
And
And then you're doing shots or something stupid.
whiskey and Coke
Get me
Light?
some tequila rose.
I've given you
Baby
£150.
Guinness.
Is there anything else you're paying for? Breakfast the next morning, or is that included in our room rate?
No, it's not included. Don't be ridiculous.
All right, where are you going for breakfast?
No, but that's like, it's never included in the
Yeah,
room
true.
rate.
Another what?
20 quid?
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
Full English, about 15 quid these days.
Yeah. Is that everything? We've done a card. We've done a thing.
Fuel? Petrol?
No, because you didn't drive. You got a taxi. Did you have to pay your mate to drop you off? Nah.
I need to get picked up from the hotel.
We did the taxi.
Yeah, but I got a taxi back to the hotel.
Oh, I see.
I need to get home from the hotel.
Oh. Another taxi?
Believe
Or
it
let's
or not,
say
we
you drove to the
there.
venue, parked, taxi back, so we need another taxi back to there. Let's make it £35 because it's daytime now.
Yeah.
Okay. Guess how much you've spent on one wedding?
I don't know.
£523.
Shut up.
And that's not a Jack's outfit either. You're hoping that he's going to wear his suit.
But that's not even me being extra.
No,
That's
it
me being
wasn't.
pretty.
It's £500.
Is £150 a lot on drinks? Would you guys spend that? You guys don't drink loads.
We wouldn't because we don't drink loads. But
I think you'd at least do 100 quid.
that's what I mean, yeah. Especially if you're doing
Yeah,
the
and
rounds.
also you get stupid and do shots at the end as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Because you're one of those people that like to be on the dance floor the whole time. So I think you
Fair.
would.
Yeah, I definitely do £100. It's
Brian
more than
would probably
£300
buy a
for sure.
cigar or something off the bar.
How many weddings
What's the
do
average?
people attend in a year? Like, you're not just going to one wedding a year.
Do you think £150 excesses on drink?
Not when you're with Jack, no.
Should I ring him and ask him?
Yeah.
He's going to be like, piss off. I'm on a roof or something. Just so you guys don't think I'm being excessive.
Like,
'Cause
I
what's a
wouldn't
pint
spend
of
that.
beer?
I wouldn't spend that.
What's a pint at a wedding?
How much is a pint, Brian? £6?
£7 at a wedding.
That's so
venue.
expensive, isn't it?
You wouldn't believe what
For
we spent
liquid,
in
mate.
Amsterdam.
Oh, I can't see how many.
This is the Vodafone voice.
Wow. Sponsored by Vodafone.
So it says conservatively estimate as about one a year. So you need to, when you're doing your budget, you need to budget in £500 a wedding.
Guys, you've been flooding our DMs. And I'm going to read some out.
All right.
Is that right?
It's quite a long episode though, hun. You might have to do one.
Well, someone said bring back cat. That was the first one.
All right.
Cheers then, guys. I'm going to read it out anyway because there's a lot of destination honeys and we don't really talk about destination weddings that much. Hey gals, love the pod and all that you both do. Finally excited to be able to re-listen to the podcast all the way through for the 4th time. Bit obsessed with my planning. As a fiance. Woo! So this is my plea to please do another episode about destination weddings. Bring back Kat. After listening to your previous episode multiple times, we've decided a destination wedding makes sense for us. We love to travel, we love exploring new cultures, countries, food and experience. I also don't like large groups, so an intimate destination affair sounds perfect. But the issue is I also love all things etiquette events.
Oh.
i.e. it has to look fire.
Yes.
With great decor, amazing photographers and great food.
It's hard to get fire abroad.
So how on earth do I do this without spending a fortune? Would love some advice and also just destination wedding stories experiences. Keep killing it. See you in the hub.
Cute. Thanks.
Also, can you totally come?
Yes. So, you'll have more to say about this than I will, but I'll give my 2 pence. I think it's really hard to decorate destination weddings without paying an absolute bomb. When I was potentially looking at a friend getting married abroad, we were going to drive. We were going to take a van and we were going to bring all the shit. Because that's the expensive bit, is getting it there. And then getting someone to set it all up. Go on, what are you going to say? You literally just sat there ready to...
It's fucking expensive.
So expensive, isn't it?
So we've got a destination client who got in contact with us and was like, hey, I really need some help. And I was like, look, like we can help you. It's more of a consultancy service. So we design the wedding, we will find the suppliers for you and we can come out and set it up. That's
you just
not
can't
a problem.
Bring the stuff.
We can bring certain things.
Yeah.
But not everything because we can't drive there. So France, Italy, things like that, you can drive.
Yeah,
like you can drive. But it's also expensive.
Yeah, you're hiring the van, you're paying the team all the days,
and so it's super hard. But decor companies abroad are wonga, and do you know why they're wonga? Because they got no one else to use, so they're gonna charge the big money.
Yeah.
So it's difficult, but I think having a planner or a stylist or someone who knows people. And how to get things cheap. Like for example, I know florists that have just bought bud vases out in IKEA, abroad, and just left them
abroad. Yeah,
left them at the venue instead of bringing them back because it's too expensive.
Yeah,
but it's cheaper to do some things. Like sometimes it's cheaper to do that, like your hurricane vases. Find an IKEA abroad.
Yeah,
and use them. So it's actually being a bit more savvy with it. But if you want the full whack,
this is the problem. If you want the cutlery, the charger plates, the glassware, the flowers, the table linen, the napkins, it's a lot of stuff.
Linen you can fly out easy. Absolutely easy. Suitcases, not a problem.
Yes. Menus, name cards, all of your like paper stuff,
easy.
Absolutely fine.
Not a problem. Cutlery, also not a problem. Heavy, but you can fly it out. But you can fly it out.
You've got 30 guests though.
Yeah, if you're doing them, you can
charger
fly
plates. No, takes up so much
I don't know
space.
actually. Can you do knives
in your bag?
Maybe, or you have
not
to
your
put
bag. Your
I think
suitcase.
you have to put it through as a special. Like you have to declare it essentially to be like, I'm taking over my cutlery for my wedding.
Taking knives.
It's tough. It is hard. You either pay for it or find someone to help you cut the costs. Because again, the problem is you can search further afield and it's sometimes cheaper to search further afield in the country that you're in and get them even if it's over borders to bring it in. It's like if you go to London and you're in the city, you're paying big bucks.
Yeah,
if you go on the outskirts,
these people down south.
It's wonga. You're going to have to drop some dough on it. And that's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Or hire someone who you can be like, this is my budget. Is it realistic? And set your expectations from the start. Because what I'm going to tell you right now, your initial budget is going to be very humbling when you try and you want chandeliers. Humbling.
Yeah, whatever it costs in England to get that same company to do it abroad, probably double it.
But then I do know a lot of UK companies that will travel abroad and they will bring their kit over. So they'll bring the chandeliers over. They'll bring that. It's like bands, but a lot of bands hire AV equipment where they are. But some people will fly their stuff out.
Yeah, I just think you need to put some budget towards the lighting. I think there's no point doing a destination wedding if you're not going to hit the lighting right. And then the rest of it, you can you get someone to drive over? I was going to drive it for my friend.
And also when it comes to like production, staging, dance floor, vinyls, wraps and stuff, what you can find is there are more the signage companies. So you just need that key person to be like, right, I need the vinyl for this stage. And it's actually just being clever with it. Like I've seen people go to signage companies to get their stages wrapped.
Yes.
Because they can cut the acrylics down and get it fit to size. So it's just, I'd hire someone if you are really struggling with it. Have a planner, have a stylist, have an AV company here and be like, look, can you help me? Because they will save you money and they will also know what is absolutely goddamn ridiculous and what is
If you want to decorate
reasonable.
your destination wedding for £1,000, no. Like
IKEA, bud vases, candles, that kind of vibe.
Yeah. Well, that's what that would get you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm not saying you can't, but if you're picturing that
But
etiquette
you've got to do
look,
that leg end work to go get it. Or
you need to be able to set up the day before.
Or send someone out, like literally paying for us to go, like I'm literally going out solo. I don't need a team to do what they need me to do.
Yeah.
They've got a planner as well. But I was cheaper than having a second planner.
Yeah, we need styling.
Yeah. So I'm just going to go and
have a nice holiday.
Have a nice holiday and help set up and make it all look pretty.
Nice.
Which again, happy to do.
Yeah.
Happy to do because I'm working on the design with them. So they've paid for the design brief, which I'd done. And they were like, actually, can you just come out?
Yeah.
Like,
fine.
Sure.
I'll have a holiday. Can we end on a very quick bitches from a bride?
Have you got one?
Okay, I've got bitches for you. And it stays on your theme of destination. Hi girls, how do I deal with parents who want 20 plus guests at my destination wedding? They've offered to pay for whoever attends from their friend group, but the venue has a limited capacity, plus the other factor on my mind is the vibe. I've not seen some of these people in 10 or even 15 years and selfishly don't want to spend a big portion of my wedding weekend with them. We offered them a table of 8, which we think is fair, as my partner's parents will also want the same. For context, my mum even wants to invite 2 extra people so that the other couple she intends to ask has someone to speak to. I'm trying so hard to be reasonable and not a diva, but it seems completely excessive and will throw off the whole balance of our entire weekend, with 20 plus people being there that we don't know very well. Is this doable, and am I being mean to my parents?
Unfortunately, you've given them an inch and they're taking a mile.
That's a good point.
Secondly, your answer is in the question. The venue has
The limited
limitations.
capacity.
And therefore, we can't go over that. And that's what you've got to kind of stick with. I
Yeah.
think find tables of 8. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But it's your wedding.
I agree with the vibe one for me, because
it's like pool parties. Like, I want to be with my mates.
Yeah.
And it's also...
I want it to be fun and loud.
If you invited your mum's mate who you've barely seen, you don't really know, over me coming to your destination wedding, I'd be fuming.
Yeah. I always think about...
I'd be like, tell me what her middle name is. Tell me what her star sign
agree
is.
That some parents, you get a little... Because I want my parents to have a nice time as well.
Oh, no.
It's so difficult. I think, because the problem is when photographers and planners all go and sit upstairs during that food bit, we're all talking about the evening and we're like, is it going to be a dance or is it not?
That's all we talk about, isn't it?
We look out and we go, nah.
Lots
of old people. Old people don't dance, respectfully. Like most of them will just want to sit and chat, which is lovely.
I disagree.
Some oldies will go for it, and
You're
some of
going
them are
for
the
the
best
oldies.
dancing.
You don't tell them that they've got to spend more money and they don't dance. That's
why
you
you
said
got
this
to spend more
episode.
money.
No,
I would be an old person dancing, but like my nan is not going to be on the dance floor all night. My mates will be.
Yeah.
And I just, to get the right vibe, the vibiest weddings I've been to are the ones that have got a big group of younger people, which is not an offensive thing to older people. Like I like the oldies being there as well, but it's not setting the same tone.
I just think you've got to say, like, respectfully, we want our mates there. Like, mates over your mates. Like, it's our wedding.
Mates over your mates.
And
like that.
There's a capacity.
Yeah. So that's it, mum.
That's it.
Beth said no.
Beth, send her this. Sorry, hun, they're not coming. If you'd like a party, why don't you go on holiday with them? Or, do you know what? Pay for them to have a villa nearby. So if you want to go off with your mates, go off with your mates. I'm not bothered.
Don't do that one. I'm like, where's my mum? Oh, she's gone.
I'm like, I don't care. I'm having a good time with my mates.
Right, this is the end of the episode. We went on way too long. When Brian gives you the eyes, that means you have to stop talking.
Guess
we're done.
What's next week? Sleigh bells ring. Are we listening?
Please make sure you like, subscribe, share, follow, all of that stuff. And we will see you next week for Winter Weddings. Goodbye.